Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Something occurred to me. I had a thought. Where had I seen the doctor that was trying to power up the League of Villains? Episode friggin' 1. There he is. I was like, where had I seen him before? Like, I mean, how many doctors have we come across in this series? Well, I mean, there's been the nurse at the school who's always healed them. And then there was the doctor who told the Midoriya the ding. And I went back and I looked, and lo and behold, there he is.
I was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
I cannot believe that.
This Dr. Robotnik looking bastard.
Yeah. Creating more powerful metahumans. I'm not against like people wanting to make, get stronger to help people, but if all your dream is to make metahumans so strong that humanity has no choice but to submit.
This also just kind of makes me wonder a bit of something. If there couldn't be a big twist coming involving a improper diagnosis due to this guy with Midoriya not having a quirk.
That's another thing too. I mean,
because like he's all like, oh yeah, we look at their feet and something about their feet, if something they'll probably never have a quirk. And it's just, it all kind of sounded just like weirdly convenient / almost nonsensical.
His mother.
Still funny to me how his mother used to be like tall and slim, and now she's like short.
His mother is telekinetic. I'm not sure what...
See, I never noticed that either until just now. I just watched that. I was like, wait a second. Like, that All Might doll just floated into her hand. Like, I didn't notice that when I first watched this.
She was telekinetic.
Yeah.
And her husband, I think said he could, like, manipulate water. Who's to say that he didn't inherit his mother's telekinesis, and basically he becomes a god with telekinesis. Like,
or even if there's just, like, a combination... Something we don't know about his dad since we've never seen his dad.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. We've never seen Midoriya's dad. A lot of people want to pretend like Midoriya doesn't have a dad, but he does.
Just like Midoriya never talks about him or anything. Because I just feel like there might be a twist coming up, and all of that has something to do with why One for All is manifesting in the way it is now. Not just because he's like some chosen one, but also there being some background explanation as to like another quirk he had, and that's the reason it's unlocking the way it is for him. That was a really good catch. I don't remember stuff like that. So.
Oh, you don't? Or you didn't remember that?
No, my brain, little details like that, something back from season 1, unless I had rewatched it recently, like there's no way I would have ever remembered that. I couldn't forgot to eat lunch today. Like, if that tells you.
Well, there you go. Let's go ahead and get into My Hero because, we've been talking beforehand for like 11 minutes. So, this is Revival Party. So, let's see what happens. Here we go.
He called himself Destro, the man who would destroy the present. In his time, he brought together like-minded people and formed the Metahuman Liberation Army. After confronting the government and struggling against them, they were defeated. Members were arrested, and the organization was thought to be dissolved. Destro ended up writing a book in prison before committing suicide.
Dark.
When he left this world, Destro had no idea that he had a child, an heir.
We will take down the League of Villains in Destro's name.
They made him a martyr.
I like the atmosphere. This place sucks.
There's a force of 110,000 strong below. Once Makia wakes up in 1 hour and 40 minutes, he'll chase Shigaraki to this stage.
A friend approaches! I've been commanded to act as your guide today, so if you want to speak to our esteemed leader, you can follow my lead.
This is a liberated district. 90% of Deka City's population is hidden liberation warriors. We appreciate you traveling so far to meet us face to face. Welcome in, new friends, to our revival party!
Uh-oh.
Lying about their numbers.
It doesn't matter. We're here. Where's Garrett?
You must mean the broker. He's with our Grand Commander.
Komura Shigaraki!
Head for the tower.
I'm always the best girl on the ground. How a high school girl was driven to madness. Her deathbed confessions will leave the world shocked. I must interview you. I threw away all restraint toward my interviewees a long time ago. So, little one, I'll have you bare your soul to me now. The schoolgirl with a mind full of violence. It's a catchy tag, don't you think? Like my first day on the field. God, no wonder they can't catch that girl. What horrors in your past made you turn out this way? Our forces will show no mercy.
Meta ability, landmine. She can turn anything she touches into a bomb. They're not too lethal, but she has lots of them.
Syringes. So that's how you do it. Your ability lets you swallow blood and transform. The blood exploded.
Oh, what the fuck?
She sacked.
Don't even there are warriors within our ranks who are more than willing to become bombs for the cause.
Damn.
So, at 17, you're the oldest daughter of the Toga family, born August 7th. Last seen at your middle school graduation. Why did you throw away a normal life?
I threw away normal life? The Liberation Army is trying to build a wonderful world. So I love you. I love you so much it hurts. But I believe my life right now is normal.
Toga was always smiling and friendly. I still can't believe she'd do something so brutal.
I saw her. Toga. She stuck a straw into Saito's wound. It was like she was in a trance.
That child is a demon. Please, give me your story!
When I pretended to be a high school girl, the world became kinder. Don't get caught. Keep on moving. Don't get caught. Am I using Ochako's quirk?
What's this? On her form it said she could only change her physical appearance. She leveled up just now?
I will love, live, and die normally. I want to become more like those I love.
What a wonderful headline that makes.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
It's better not to kill. Leave them to the big guy. But I want to do it myself. Because the things we hate should be destroyed. Right, Tomura?
So did she just have like a change of heart? Is that what I gathered from that?
I know that my body's glitchy right now. What's this? Another flashback. I don't recall this happening. It was like a weight lifted off my chest. Why was that again?
You're gonna be fine. I've got you.
Oh, great. Now I feel sick.
Burn them all down.
Looked like his decay spread even though he didn't touch all of them. Shigaraki.
Nice, huh? What a thrill.
Why won't you use your fire right away? Are you waiting for me to strike, or is there something wrong with your meta ability?
It's a complicated concept, but I guess I'll teach you.
Ice melt!
Pay attention. I control ice. I've been training my power for as long as I can remember. Not even taking time for my studies. The Grand Commander helped me push.
Damn.
That's badass.
Ice Dragon.
Sounds like a wonderful life, you idiot.
Now die!
Don't think flames as weak as that will impact my creations.
I can't believe someone can feel this cold. Crap, she's burning up! Shut it! How can I? There's blood everywhere. Is she breathing? Yes. No. Her face is a mess. Is it the enemy's blood? No.
Swear to God.
It's supposed to be serious with that line. Be calm. How can I? There's blood everywhere.
Give it up. This girl's about to die. No. You have to live. You're where I belong. You make the League a place we want to be.
Twice. Meta ability.
double. In a sense, he's the complete opposite of Toga. He made copies of himself, was almost killed by those duplicates, and lost his own sense of self in the process. But that resulted in a wounded soul. We will not repeat the tragedy of Destro. So now are you starting to get it? Such great power. It's time that you begin to understand your own worth. I will persuade you to join the Liberation Army.
Yeah, so, the Revival Party. I'm interested because they're waiting for Gigantomachia to be free, or to wake up, so that Gigantomachia can come to this city and basically run riot and just, like, destroy everything. But, I mean, they're getting their licks in their own way. I mean, Shigaraki his power seems to be evolving. We witnessed Togata's it evolved to a certain degree, and now Dabi twice, and all of them. I mean, they're. I guess this is just a proving ground for them to prove that they are worthy adversaries against the heroes. I don't know.
Also, I think, like, I kind of feel like something in this is sort of going to be a tipping point for all of them, because you remember, like, Micah was kind of saying back when we were watching the Hisaikai arc.
Yeah.
Like, the Shie Hisaikai seemed like a lot more competent as antagonists than the League of Villains.
Yeah.
Overall. And I think this is going to be a kind of turning point where they all sort of come into their own as villains a little bit more. Hence the whole, like, my Villain Academia, like the previous episode, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have growing to do to be competent villains, to be, like, worthy of being the antagonists of the series, essentially.
Well, to be successors of All for One,
yeah.
In which that's what All for One actually has planned for Shigaraki, because he pretty much sees Shigaraki as his protege because of just how much he's molded Shigaraki into hating heroes, especially ones like All Might. But I guess we're gonna have to see how that plays out. But I gotta be honest, man. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm kind of, again, I've been saying this for a while. I'm excited, but I'm kind of scared of what all is going to change, because we know that All Might's going to die at some point, because the wound that he got was way too much for him to maintain his hero form. But now that his hero form is gone, I feel like he's going to die. I feel like he's going to die, and it's going to be very, very sad, because
Yeah.
when we thought that he was nearing his end, whenever he was fighting One for All, oh Lord, I remember you were actually crying a bit during that one. Like, that was hard. That was a hard one, man. But
the Now It's Your Turn was just, like, one of the most epic things I've seen in anime. It's like top 10 most epic anime moments.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It is definitely up there. God.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, like, my personal, like, I know you don't really agree with me right now, but my personal prediction, and I think it would be appropriate too, because there was a metaphor sort of inserted here that would also lead to it, is that I think Toga will actually have a turnaround at some point. Twice may too, because it feels like they're kind of grouped together. Like, he says, like, she's the reason he wants to be there, basically, at this point. And I think if she turns around, he'll probably follow suit. But also, there's a metaphorical thing of her being taken out of the fight right here. The fact that she got knocked out and nearly killed, and if she survives, I think there's a very good chance she might just be like, I've realized something and I'm leaving. And Shigaraki may not agree to that, and there may be a problem. You know, he may have a problem with that, or he may be too preoccupied with his own things to care. And he may just be like, if you leave, just know that you'll be in my way at some point, and I won't hesitate to remove you from my way if you are. Like,
and she will, and you know, she'll be sad by that.
Just be like, all right, I'm leaving though. Like, we'll see.
I guess I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Toga, I want to say she's too far gone, but again, there's been characters in the past I've said that about, and I've been wrong about. I mean, I originally thought Vegeta was too far gone. You know, dude literally tried to blow up Earth.
Right.
Dude literally murdered.
Dragon Ball Z is like the king of like villains that you think could never be a protagonist, like turning, you know, face pretty much.
Well, again, I mean, dude, Vegeta, hands down, one of the most like evil villains we have ever come across in the Dragon Ball franchise.
Well, and then Boo turned to.
Well, that's the thing. Boo turned. Like, there's several that turned, but it was after Boo basically expelled his bad side, and all that was left was just like happy pink Boo who just wanted to eat food.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I really don't know. Anywho, I think that's going to do it on this one. This was My Hero Academia, the Revival Party. Hopefully you all enjoyed.
Also Piccolo was evil as shit, too.
Oh, yeah, Piccolo. Well, here's the thing. This is before I watched Dragon Ball.
Yeah, same. Like I only recently finally finished Dragon Ball and was like, oh, damn. Like, I didn't realize that Dragon Ball Z started out on the terms between Goku and Piccolo. Piccolo full on being like, I plan to come back and kick your ass and kill you and take over the world.
Yes.
And then him basically being like, oh shit, this guy's gonna just blow up the world, then I won't have anything to take over. I guess I better help these guys.
Yeah.
Like,
and again,
know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you see what
like, I didn't realize how evil Piccolo was going into Dragon Ball Z. I didn't.
Piccolo
Like, it felt like there was something like that. It was just a quick like turn to like being, you know, kind of on the same side as Goku that I didn't realize that. Well,
yeah, Piccolo and his children, what they accomplished and what they did was just horrifying because you know they killed Master Roshi, they killed Chaozu, they killed Krillin, they killed a bunch of people, and they basically wanted to rule through might. And then Goku came along.
Not to mention like all the people they fucked up back in the past, like the first time before he was originally banished into the jar. You know, he was an evil son of a bitch.
Yeah. Also, Piccolo killed Shenlong. He killed the dragon.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And it wasn't until you know they brought him back. It was like, oh, thank God. Okay, so we're good. We're good.
There's a lot of plot convenience for bringing people back in the Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, just like all of a sudden you're super sad because of this death, and it's just like I was like, oh my God, Goku's dead. It's like, guys, Dragon Balls.
We've talked about like Dragon Ball a lot on Discord, and Bone especially has expressed these like, I just kind of, it's hard to really like it after a point because it just feels like there's zero stakes anymore. And I'm like, I feel you, but that's not really why I'm watching Dragon Ball. It's like I'm not watching Dragon Ball because it's a high stakes plot. I'm watching Dragon Ball because the action is fucking fun.
That's basically the same for me.
It's like a mindless, like, you know, fighting action thing. Like you really care about the fight scenes and the moves they throw at each other and stuff more than you really care about
for the fate of the universe,
the story. But like Dragon Ball focused a lot more on the story, so I see where he's coming from, being a fan of Dragon Ball beforehand, because there were stakes in Dragon Ball and everything that it felt like. But
Chad's more of a fan of Dragon Ball because of the comedy. The comedy in Dragon Ball is much more prevalent, and because you know Master Roshi is a dirty, dirty bastard.
Yeah, I'm still just more of a Dragon Ball Z fan because of my childhood. So.
Same.
It's whichever one I think you were exposed to first for most people.
Well, yeah. Well, it's just like, for me, like, here's a weird one. This is, when I tell some of my friends this, they're like, dude, what? How can you say that? It's the song Johnny Be Good. I prefer the version from Back to the Future. versus Chuck Berry's original version.
Yeah.
I mean,
I couldn't actually tell you what either of them sounded like, to be honest.
Well, for me, it's the fact that it's more energized. It has more energy to it. But at the same time, I can respect Chuck Berry's version because, hey, that's a lot of people consider that the birth of like true rock music. So there you go. But overall, yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it. This was the revival party for My Hero Academia. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If y'all want to see more, you know what to do. But until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
See you, everybody. Peace out.